Imagine looking up at the sky one day and seeing a swirling void rapidly approaching. No sunlight, no stars, just a pitch-black abyss devouring everything in its path. What if Earth, our entire planet, were sucked into a black hole? Could we survive the journey? Or would everything we know be wiped from existence in an instant? Let's explore what would really happen if Earth met its end at the event horizon of a black hole. First, let's talk about what a black hole actually is. A black hole forms when a massive star collapses in on itself, creating a gravitational pull so intense that not even light can escape it. The center of this cosmic monster is called the singularity, an infinitely dense point where the laws of physics as we know them break down. Surrounding it is the event horizon, the point of no return. Once something crosses that boundary, it's gone. Forever. Now, let's imagine that a black hole began drifting toward our solar system. At first, we might not even notice. Black holes don't emit light, so they're nearly invisible unless they're actively consuming matter. But as it got closer, strange things would start happening. The gravity from the black hole would begin to distort our planet's orbit around the sun. We'd see massive shifts in our seasons, temperatures would fluctuate wildly, and the tidal forces would wreak havoc on the oceans. And then, the unthinkable. As the black hole looms closer, its gravitational pull becomes overwhelming. The first thing we'd experience is something called spaghettification. Sounds funny, right? But it's terrifying. The intense gravity would stretch everything, buildings, mountains, even our bodies, into long, thin strands as the black hole's tidal forces pull harder on one end of an object than the other. Imagine the Earth being stretched out like a piece of spaghetti. Not exactly a pleasant thought. But what if, somehow, Earth survived long enough to cross the event horizon and enter the black hole? Inside, things get even weirder. Time and space as we know them would warp beyond comprehension. Time might slow down drastically for us, but from an outside observer's point of view, we'd appear to freeze just before the event horizon. To them, Earth would be suspended in time, never fully crossing the threshold. Now, here's where things get really mysterious. Some scientists speculate that if we entered a black hole, we might not be destroyed immediately. Instead, we could end up in another part of the universe, or even another universe entirely. This idea is tied to the concept of wormholes, hypothetical tunnels that connect distant points in space and time. So could we survive a trip through a black hole and come out on the other side? No one knows for sure, but the chances seem slim. More likely, Earth would be crushed into oblivion. As we approach the singularity, the forces would become so extreme that no object, not even atoms, could hold together. Our entire planet would be reduced to a tiny, dense point of matter, joining the singularity at the center of the black hole. But there's one final twist. Black holes don't last forever. Thanks to something called Hawking radiation, they slowly evaporate over time. It would take billions, even trillions of years, but eventually, the black hole that consumed Earth would shrink and disappear. By then, though, Earth and everything that ever existed on it would be long gone. So, what if Earth were sucked into a black hole? The simple answer: it would be the end of life as we know it. The forces of a black hole are far too extreme for anything to survive. But while the thought is terrifying, it also reminds us of the incredible power and mystery of the universe. For now, Earth is safe. But out there, lurking in the vastness of space, black holes are waiting. What do you think? Is there any chance we could survive a black hole encounter? Or would we simply be erased from existence? Let us know your thoughts in the comments below.